Listening to you and your compassion, your empathy, is totally impressive. Personal side. Do you have one favorite memory of golf, interview, or family that just really shaped your life?
Wow.
Well, so much.
That's a good question. Yeah, I do. There was a day I met my wife, because when I met my wife, I was in the middle of that horrible first thing that I talked about, and it was a 2.5 to almost 3 years of a divorce, and it was the lowest point of my life. And when I met her, I was a drunk, I was an alcoholic, a drug addict, I'm bipolar, I was jobless because I'd lost my playing privileges here, penniless because I'd given everything I had away to this other woman. And she looked at me and said, I can fix that. And that was 20 years ago. She failed miserably, but she's still trying. If I had to pick one moment, that would be it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's the best golf shot you ever hit and the best golf shot you ever saw hit?
Ooh, the best golf shot I ever hit was, the World Three-Man Team Championship used to be called the Dunhill Cup, and I played it at St Andrews every year. And I captained the Irish side in 1990 and never drew a sober breath all week. We beat some team from a communist country in the semi-finals, I don't know what it was, and then we played England in the final. We ended up winning. I won in a playoff at the 17th hole, the road hole, which is just, an extraordinary place to win anything, at the road hole. But I was so hungover before I teed off that day. And the first tee's right in front of the members' lounge, at St Andrews, and I have thrown up a little bit. Like, oh God, and I'm sort of, at the back of the tee when Howard Clark, who I was playing, was teeing off, and there were these two wee Scottish people. We're going, hey, psst, Jimmy, because they call everybody Jimmy in Scotland. Over here. And I could tell they were caddies, one shiny shoulder. I could tell they were caddies, and apparently they were in possession of a betting slip that favoured the Irish. And one of these guys says, you look a wee bit peely-wally this morning. He says, here, try this. And he had a little hip flask. It was actually a bottle, one of those little clear bottles that fits in your pocket about that size. There was no label on it, and I didn't know at the time, but I think the label had jumped off. And it was a clear liquid, and I think, what the hell, I couldn't feel any worse. So he gives me this, and I take a swig of it. I went blind. Absolutely, blind. All I could see was like rainbow colors, staggering around, they're patting me in the back. Oh, you'll be fine. And my vision comes back, and I'm about to tee off in the final of the Three-Man World Team Championship here. And when my vision came back, the entire golf course was lilac. Lilac. And the sky was kind of a sepia color. Well, you know what? I felt better. I went out and I played fantastic until I started to sober up a little bit again. Went and found him, and I had 2 or 3 more hits. And I'm thinking the same thing happened. I almost lost my eyesight, but that was the best shot I ever hit. It was a 3-iron in the playoff into the 17th hole, and it just curled up behind the hole and came right down behind the bunker about that, and the Irish won. And later on that same evening, I fell head first into the Swilcan Burn at 3 o'clock in the morning. We decided we'd play the last hole at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a great idea. Broke my nose. I made 4. The best shot I ever saw hit, about a dozen out of the top 20 would be Tiger Woods. He had shots that just, people would give me a hard time. Oh, you're making that up, it wasn't that hard. Oh, really? Really? Because we would always show Tiger's reaction to these extraordinary shots. When that's wasn't the relevant reaction to me, quite often I'd be standing with the next best player in the world who'd be standing there going, well, shit. Because they knew at the time, that I have to do that to beat him. I don't have that. but I've got to try. So they take on more than they were capable of, and the gap would go like, and that's how you win by 12. You win a US Open by 15. You do things that they can't do, and you make them try it anyway. So you go forwards, they go back, and you know, that's. But he would have a dozen of them. You know, some of them are well known. One more.
Is he gonna win a major again?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will. He's too stupid to quit. Yeah. He's, you know, he's just too talented, and you know, he's a basket case at the minute. But he won't be 40 until the end of December, and he's in great shape. And just, you know, he just wants it too much. He's too talented. Yeah, sir, you were.
I was going to say, do you have any good Seve Ballesteros stories?
Yeah, I've got a number of them that I can't. The first time I ever played with Seve was in the early 80s in Cannes in the south of France, and for some reason I had the honour in the second tee. It was a par 3 up the hill. It was a 2-iron, and there's about 1,000 French people around the green that are wondering why. Who's he? Is that his caddy? Why is he hitting? You know. And I get up and I tee it up and I hit this shot and I clean shank it. Absolutely, you know, it's one of those shanks that feels perfect. So I've hit it so beautifully, I'm expecting to see it here, and it's there. I said he was one of those people that he was always in your personal space. He was always just a little bit too close, you know, and he was always ready to go. And I'm on my follow through, and I smell garlic. I was rubbing it off in this direction, and he's literally right here before I've even finished my follow through. So I turn around, he's like right there. You know, because he's got the ball and tee in one hand, he's got the glove and the club in the other. You know, so I look at him like this, and I hear this, you know, and the ball has hit the tree in front of the 17th green and rocketed somewhere. I have no idea where it is. And he's still like standing here. And like maybe a second and a half later, we get the ball lands behind us. Behind us on the tee. And he's standing here like this, looking at me, and he looks at me right in the eye and he says, "I'm sorry, you're away." Thank you very much.
Everyone, once again, thank you all for being here tonight, and please make sure to have a little more cheese on your way out and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
What kind of shoes are you wearing opening night? I was thinking about you.
You know what? I'm actually repeating my shoes from last year because they were so comfortable. And my dress is long, so nobody's going to see them. So, believe it or not, I'm not buying new shoes. I know.
You can go out and get something with scale or something.
Oh, there you go. Yes, my dress is a little over the top, but it's okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for just when Jerry made me a drink with a little glass he gave us. That was it was a little edible, you know?
Yay!
Oh, I wonder what kind of good is this.
Oh, I do have it. I'm like, oh my gosh, but I have it. You'll like it. It was hilarious. I mean,